Rents are crazy in San Diego. Pandemic era rental deals are gone. Prices are shooting up, and new data suggests they're going to keep climbing at a breakneck pace. Hi, I'm Tristan Campanella. I'm a local area expert in San Diego, and I want to thank you so much for checking out this video and my channel. And if you like what I'm doing, it'd be awesome if you hit the subscribe button or like, share it, or leave a comment below. I always put links to helpful information in the description, so be sure you check that out. The rally in the housing market began with housing prices where a buying frenzy dragged the national inventory to historic lows, and this led prices to surge at their fastest rate in over 30 years. And now, you guys, it is spilling over into the rental market. Rent prices soared 9.2% in the first half of 2021, tripling the average pace and exceeding the pre-crisis trend. The shelter-in-place inflation is set to keep climbing as millennial demand booms, according to analyst Logan Motahamishi. Don't know if I said that right. The typical price nationwide now stands 2% higher in rents than it had pre-pandemic not taken place. This is concentrated in the growing markets like Austin and guess where else? San Diego, as rents in the largest metropolitan areas remain still below trend. The pandemic has just allowed more people to work from anywhere, and so they're moving to places they want to live, like San Diego. There's such a demand for people moving to San Diego that even the short-term rentals are booked. People can work from anywhere, so they can come here for 1 to 3 months or book up even to 6 or 12 months in a furnished rental. So our Airbnb prices are incredibly high here too. So speaking personally, I was trying to secure a new rental home for my mom in San Diego last month. The home she was renting was sold by the owners, which is becoming incredibly common as more and more homeowners are selling in hopes of getting into this seller's market and getting a high price. So my mom's home got sold, and then once we started looking for a home, I quickly realized how competitive it is for houses for rent in San Diego. In fact, most of the rentals we looked at had over 15 applications within hours. Oftentimes, renters were offering more rent than the landlord asked for, as well as up to 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year of rent in advance. This elevated price growth isn't likely to cool off anytime soon, according to experts at Housing Wire, as the millennials are set to continue at an unprecedented demand for buying and renting over the next 3 years throughout the housing market. This shift is going to drive even a bigger gap between supply and demand, according to experts, and will continue to keep rental prices going up. Zillow data shows average rent rising in April, much more in some places than others. Mid-sized cities were in demand, Riverside, California, and actually Phoenix has gone up a ton. They had an average rental increase of 14.9% and 13.4% respectively. And this can spill over if your landlord wants to increase your rent too. Most of the times for the prices for the rentals was way more than most of my clients even pay for their mortgage. Is it better to rent or buy? When people decide whether to rent or buy, the first thing people consider is the cost of the house, which translates into the amount you're gonna pay monthly, whether it's in mortgage or in rent. If there's a ratio that is higher, like more expensive for buying a house and paying a mortgage, renting can make more sense. If it's pretty even, which it is right now, it might be better for you to buy a house. But buying a house takes some planning and preparation, and there are some costs associated with it. So you want to make sure that you are ready to buy and that it's going to fit your lifestyle. Otherwise, you're going to be throwing money away at these really high rents. And if rents are going to increase another 2.8%, maybe it is time to think about buying and investing in your own equity. If you don't know where to start, whether you want to buy or rent, reach out to me and let's dive into that together. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that here too. Both buying and renting are gonna require good credit, so that's the number one thing to look at. If you need credit help, reach out to me for the free ebook on how to build your credit, and I'm gonna put a link below. The average price for a 3-bedroom rental in North County, San Diego Coastal is around $3,800 for a house. Less if you're inland and less if you're in parts of San Diego. Rents can vary, but in San Diego, the average rent is now up to $2,800, which used to be $2,400 a month. So think about this. If you're gonna rent a 3-bedroom house for $3,500 a month, and you have to put first month and last month down, you're putting $6,000 down. Then, if the other applicants are willing to pay more rent up front, maybe 3 to 6 months of rent, you could be paying another $9,000, $12,000, $15,000, and there's your down payment. You could put all of that towards buying a house, have a lower mortgage, and secure a really good interest rate. And you would own the house. They can't raise your rent, and they can't sell it from under you. Your monthly payment to own a house could be very similar to paying what you're paying in rent. And if you find yourself having to move, please make sure to find out all of your options before signing another lease. While you may not be ready right now to buy a home, getting on the right track will end up saving you tons of time and lots of money. Check out my video here, what you need to do to buy a house. When deciding to buy or rent a house in San Diego, the best avenue really depends on your lifestyle, your financial situation, and your goals, especially how long you're going to be in that home. If you're testing out a new area or you're not going to stay here very long, renting may be the best choice for you. So no matter what your situation is, taking a moment to evaluate what your goals are and your plans can save you so much time, headache, stress, and having to move, which by the way can cost so much money to move with moving costs and renting and all of that stuff. So I'm here to help if you have any questions, because remember, your life starts at home.